What route are we going to take? So yeah, that can be a ball ache in itself, because your ammo stowage there can be an issue. I mean, we were talking about it before, and a few people, myself included, have also got around the problem by using Sanctuary as a populated base and using Red Rocket as the place where you actually sleep and store your stuff. I personally think that makes sense, because bases that are close together share pools. What I mean by that is you may notice that, say, I think Covenant and Taffington Boathouse, if you clear out all of the inventory of your trader in one, if you go to the next base, the one at the next base has nothing there either, basically, because they share the same sort of loot pools for vendors. So, you know, you're not really losing that much by making, with a paired base, making one of them just a place to sleep. But part of my justification for what I'm doing today is to try and solve the ongoing fast travel issue. But in order to do that, I need to advance the main quest line. I know who we are.
Man, you really like to wander, don't you? I've seen more of the wealth with you than I have the rest of my years combined.
Has dawned on me recently that I have a fucking vast amount of base building to be doing off stream. I mean, a fucking ridiculous amount. Because I have uncapped every base now.
Let's do this.
Who the fuck is shooting me?
Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, you win.
This is only gonna end one way.
Think you won't just help me, someone.
Shit, what the fuck?
Help.
Right, I'm just going to make sure. No, that is fucking weird. Why is she attacking me and no one else attacking me? Yeah, you take her out.
You know, running away is always an option.
I think that might be the provisioner. That's the provisioner to yeah, I think she might be the provisioner from the death camp. And maybe because occasionally, like, the provisioners will go all over the place and get totally fucking lost. And she appears to be hostile to me, but not to anybody else here, and that is fucking weird. If she was how can I put this tactfully? if there was a legitimate reason, plot reason for her going hostile, everybody else would have gone hostile as well. So it's quite odd that only she's hostile. Put it that way.
Yeah?
Jazz says sometimes caravans and settlers fight, then one will give up. Yeah, I think they can get into beef, can't they? If they accidentally shoot each other, because sort of by default, obviously everybody's friendly and everybody's essential. But I do know that I have seen situations where, for example, if you have rockets defending your base and they can point into your camp, then the rockets can target hostiles, and the splash damage will just fucking destroy your base, destroy your settlers. You can completely self-harm, as it were.
Let's do this.
What the hell? That is fucking strange.
Anything interesting on him?
That is odd. Oh well. Yeah, I will need to find a more thoughtful way of dealing with the executions. I might even build a completely isolated base or something. Just one base cut off with no provisioner line. I'll build it and then fuck off the provisioner as well. And just keep it completely quarantined, because that getting into that beef does appear to have caused some major shit with other people. I suppose theoretically it's possible they're on their way up to that base, but then again, I'm pretty sure it's on its own settlement recruitment beacon, so there shouldn't be anyone on its way there. Right, we have hostiles.
I heard something.
That's actually a pretty weird gun for a gunner commander. But they have a habit of getting into scraps here. In this particular location, they seem to. There's often people fighting with what's that crazy cult of maniacs called? Church of Atom. So they sometimes end up picking up.
Seems we have a tail.
Fuck me, that is probably a nuka grenade. Yes, it is. Well, I guess Deacon's going to spend the rest of the fight on his arse as usual.
You almost got away with that. Incoming.
Fuck me. I mean, I'm pretty well defended in this fucking suit, but I'm not. Yeah, nuclear grenade. But I ain't gonna survive a fucking nuclear grenade attack. Where are you, you stupid, crazy bitch?
Don't look.
There.
We live to fight another day.
Yeah, these their gamma guns shouldn't be doing too much harm to me with this level of radiation protection with this rather tasty. Yeah, rads. Fuck all rad damage. With this power armor, I should just basically be taking projectile and energy damage. Right, I'm gonna have my fucking work cut out for me off stream, trying to unfuck all these people I'd pissed off. Yeah, it's quite a little hotspot here. I've seen like large-scale ghoul attacks here as well. I'm hoovering up all of this crapola because I will dump it off at Hangman's and then later on use it to spam up my settlers. Hear that noise? That there is the noise of fucking industry.
Whew. Jumpy tonight.
Oh, come on. So I've got a hostile here as well.
Let's do this.
You know, I do like long, lazy, dull days, right?
Win. Again.
Right, it would appear that there's going to be one person at every... Jesus. Not that I just said that out loud. Right. Who's pretty and unemployed?
Yes.
You gotta take things one day at a time.
Well, I can get anyone to go and scrap. So, my dear, you just got promoted.
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
So, she will get... I've got to get some better sequin dresses because some of these old school old school dresses are pretty
Got it.
mumsy. Right. Unemployed bum. Right. See now the money is starting to come in now, which is good. I'll worry about all of this shit later. Probably not a good idea leaving this shit in there. No gamma rounds, so hopefully they won't nick those. Yeah, don't leave stuff like nuka grenades around because that won't end well. Right. Right, where are you, Deacon?
Hey,
You called? What's mine is yours, pal.
Just scrap some rubbish. I'm very aware we might be heading off on a big on a bit of a odyssey when we go and see Nick Valentine.
Boss,
So
you mean to drop that?
right, weight down to 200. That's going to be a fucking record because let's face it, I do carry too much shit with me everywhere. Right, let's have a tactical nap and head off to see Nick Valentine. Right. Fastest way to Diamond City is through here.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be fun, my dear. Charging with a machete towards two very heavily armed combatants. Z-Vision says, what do I miss? Where's Deacon, damn it? Yeah, I picked him back up. I have grabbed Deacon from where I sent him, and now moved through a few bases, and now we're down at Diamond City where we're going to go and continue the main quest line. Yeah, it does appear I managed to antagonise somebody at every, pissed me one person pissed off at me at every base. If it's an oddity or something or a mechanism I don't understand, then no problem. Be a bit concerned if it's an ongoing issue. but we shall see.
Shit's got ambush all over it. Must have a fucking theme.
Looking for Diamond City? Just follow the signs.
Yeah, I can't actually remember what the next part of this quest is, but
Diamond City is the place to live.
it could be about to get very fucking real in a minute.
I heard something. Really? So close.
Trick to this is don't die.
I really need to get some extra points in my VATS ASAP.
You're really good at this. Too good.
I think there's probably easier ways to get some. What the fuck is up with my oh God almighty. I swear Bethesda has spotted this stream and has secretly downloaded some code into my game files to just guarantee that every bloody legendary item I get is the worst possible permutation. What was the one I got in the last stream? I got something like, is it the Berserker's flick knife, which is a flick knife that does increased damage if you're, or does more damage based on how little armor you've got. It's like, what if you were running around not wearing any armor, would you take a flick knife? It's just like, what? What the fuck? It's like, I mean, perhaps there's some masochists out there who run around in a suit with no ballistic weave, with no armour, and they take the shittest weapon they could find. In which case, you know, for the masochist, it's the perfect weapon. It's the worst choice of weapon to go with the worst armour. Fantastic. But, you know, anyone with half a fucking ounce of sense would probably not be impressed by that.
You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age. Hey, no shame in taking the occasional Ken. Solomon can hook you up.
Right, I'm pretty sure I did at least put in a stove in here. Yes. I got a stove and a bed. I'm quite excited actually about spamming this up.
Can you build me a mansion? Casa del Dios.
At some point I am really going to go to town on this place. Zoofishing says, lol, that's my Division RNG. I bought the Overseer and haven't looked back. Yeah, I'm going to go and get the Overseer's Guardian, I think. For close quarters, that is... For close and medium distance, that is... Fuck me, what is all of this shit doing in there? there's weird stuff to have in there. For close and medium distance, I think that is a absolutely fantastic gun. The Overseer's Guardian was often my staple carbine. For many playthroughs, I have rolled with nothing but the Overseer's Guardian. I will say I am... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep these pulse grenades because I have a bit of an idea what might be coming. Let's thin this crap out. Talking about the Division, late last night I was just chilling, working towards my shields, and once again had one of those infuriating situations where I was trying to get some hunter kills in survival, and it was just one of those moments where it's like you're going up against some very powerful enemies, and you just think, right, I'm going to go from there to there to there. And when I ran for cover and went to take cover, it was just one of those little locations in the game that doesn't obey the same rules. You know, there's just those little locations where it's like, oh no, you can't hide behind that little bit of wall, or that particular bin. And it was just one of those moments where it's just like I go to duck down and realise, nope, they didn't finish this bit of terrain. It's just a little, it's just a bin. You can't hide behind it. And suddenly I was standing up out in the open and got absolutely fucked and never kind of recovered in the fight. And it was just one of those moments where it's like that whole run just ended up with me dead because they didn't finish that one piece of fucking terrain. Ahmed, how you doing? You turned up just as I was whining about the Division. Perfect timing. How you doing, mate? I will say, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. The shield forcing you to do survival, I actually really thought that was great. That made me do survival, and it's made me fall in love with solo PvE survival. I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the best things I've found in the game, and it's amazing it's taken me this long to find it, but it's kind of given me a second win to play the game. I fucking love it. Glad to hear, Ahmed. For those of you who don't know, definitely check out Ahmed Twitch if you play the Division.
Ellie?
Ahmed does some fantastic
Nick?
Division streams. What is going on? Oh Christ, I think I spoke to him at just the wrong time and bugged it out. Yeah, you play a lot of
Oh God, it's really
survival,
little.
don't you, Ahmed?
Well, it's hard to mistake.
I think, do you do PvP?
You keep laughing at death.
I'm sure you were
Someday
boosting
gets
people
them
through
laugh
one
back.
night
Not
when I
as
was
long
watching
as
from
I
work.
got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Metal
Sarcastic.
detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. plus a little something extra. You know,
So I do.
if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it in PvP for at least once to get that bloody achievement. Because now I'm working through the survival achievements.
When you're trying to find someone,
The pacifist
who's gone
one.
missing, the
That's
devil
gonna
is in the details.
gonna be.
Tell me
Oh no,
everything you
fuck.
can. No matter how
I don't really like PvP in the Division apart from the Battlegrounds.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything
Yeah,
more.
I quite
So,
like
we're
Last
talking
Stand for a
about
bit.
group of cold-hearted killers.
The DZ is a
Waited
place
until something
I
went
run
wrong
in,
to resort
shit
to
my
violence.
pants. In fact,
else
that's
do
probably
you
why
do?
I find it so exciting. Because I do just run in and shit my
man,
pants
woman.
and try and extract and get out.
They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground. Sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean.
I'm over encumbered, by the way, so I'm
He's less than a
actually
year old.
slowly dying while I'm
Why
sitting
would
there
anyone take him?
in that
Good
chair.
question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it.
I think
This
that's
isn't a
the
random
ratty
kidnapping.
skirt outfit.
Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as
Take care,
human,
Ahmed. Nice to see you, mate.
infiltrate cities and pull strings from
By the way,
shadows.
someone who was
Worst
building a
of all,
gaming
no
rig
one
asked me
knows
some
why they
questions
do
about it, and
what their
I
plan is,
told them to
where
come and
they
have a
are.
word with you.
Not
So
even
if
me.
some
I'm a
stranger
synth
comes out of
myself.
nowhere asking you for PC
Started
advice,
prototype anyway.
I'm the culprit. But you take care, mate. Always good to see you, Ahmed.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar. across his
Money
left
says
eye.
the state of your character.
It couldn't.
I know, right? Isn't he
You
beautiful?
didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
I might have.
Charisma of 13.
Everything was foggy.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head,
It's
scar,
funny how
reputation for
people's
dangerous mercenary
idiosyncrasies
work,
when it
but
comes to
no
dressing
one
up
knows who his
their
employer is.
And he bought a
characters.
house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
It's Sean.
Fuck me, I
It
could
has
actually
to
die
be.
in this chair. The Institute leather
Don't jump the
coats,
gun on
actually,
me.
if you're a
Said
Matrix
you were looking
fan,
for an infant, remember?
they look
That's
very
over
good on
9
female
years
characters.
difference by my count. Look, maybe he has a son of his own.
Although
Maybe
we're
someone
all in
else's
great
kid.
danger of being
Either
guilty
way,
of
they
perving
both
over
vanished
female
a while
avatars.
back. Let's you and I take a walk over
Which is
to Kellogg's last
probably
known
something we all
address.
do in our
See if we can
do
snoop out where
privately,
he
but
went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
right.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Shit me. How am I doing? Fuck me, I'm actually going to have to take a stim pack for those legs. Yeah, Piper looks very good in the Institute's leather sort of combat armor. One for you to try at home later. Jazzbomb says my character looks like Slash after the apocalypse. That's really good. It's a pretty cool look. Bone Money's had Kate and Piper dressed in ballistic weave tuxedos. The tuxedos look pretty sharp on the girls, actually. But yeah, there's definitely an addicted to love vibe going on there.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The M.O. is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Beauty.
Nice.
Any points in hacking and lockpicking
Take a look around.
in this game
Kellogg must have left
is
something behind.
never wasted. You know, if in fucking doubt, you don't know where to put your points. You know, well, personally, I'd say
Place seems small
I'd
to
personally
you?
say save them if you're not
A guy
sure.
like Kellogg would think
But
big.
if you really feel like you need to spend them, you just can't go wrong with those skills.
Nothing here. Did you check out that desk?
Ah,
Well, that's one way to hide a room.
God. I'll tell you what. Kellogg might be a amoral, child kidnapping, sociopathic murderer, but he has pretty
Look at
fucking
this.
decent taste
All
when
of
it
a
comes to
merc's
man
favorite
caves.
things.
Wannabits. Tell you what though, fucking hell, the guys who did the weapon design.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber
They got
bullets,
some of it. They did
and
really beautifully,
cigars.
but they made some
San Francisco
classic
sunrise.
fucking
Interesting
mistakes
brand.
and some pretty
Won't
shocking
lead us anywhere
mistakes.
on its own, though.
And one is the 50 cal.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What
The
about
50 the
dog
50
meat?
50
Some
cal
of
weapon
mutt like him can
bullets are
drag
just
many
way too
scent
fucking
for
weak.
miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
Send Deacon 2.
All right.
Sanctuary Hills isn't particularly
Your show
handy
from here
place
on
to
out,
stick in.
okay?
It's just
You say jump, I'll say how high.
at least you know where everybody is. Just realised he's just demanded that we use.
Heads up.
There's something you need?
We use dog meat. We need dog meat to do this quest. So we've got to go up to Sanctuary Hills, find dog meat. It's going to be a... Oh shit, fucking awesome. Thank you, video game developer. Whoever did that bit was fucking clever. They've actually stuck... I'm going to quickly tactically sleep and save. But just to save a massive fuck around, they've actually stuck dog meat outside. Because you need dog meat for this quest.
Always wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Not too shabby.
Right. I'm on loading screen. Actually, Bone Money, my original intention was to just play this game, just to show people what Fallout 4 was about, and only play the game by building brothels. But basically, we ended up having, you know, lots of conversations about different quest lines and all the rest of it, and it just became a massive issue with spoilers. And also, lots of people have already played the game, and in the end, I just thought, fuck it, let's do some questing. And also, with the brothels, it would be very handy to have other travel options, and I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. But yeah, originally it was just to demonstrate that the assertion, the criticism that some people level at this game is, you know, that, you know, oh, you've got no choice in how to play the game. You've got to play it the way they want you to play it. And my big fuck you to that statement was to prove it wrong by going, well, that's not true, because you can level up just by building brothels. But once that point was proved, not doing any story quests actually started to impede the playthrough, or, you know, impede the live stream. But yeah, that's why I'm just starting the main story quest, and I'm something like level 53, and I've unlocked all of the bases.
Hey, swada, swada, swada can hit. Boom!
As Jazz Bomb said, how does Nick know about dog meat? Stalker.
Everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
Good point. This is kind of like a reverse escort quest in a way, but Dogmeat will probably kite us through every fucking raider and ambush between here and the location we're heading to.